Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and I am back with some more Let's Watch. And we're continuing Ultraman Omega, and I'm going to be watching episode 4 today. So if you haven't checked out episode 3 of my video, then go check that out. But small recap, and I mean, you can probably tell. I am recording this right after I actually seen episode 3, but this will probably come out a bit later. But we basically got introduced to a new kaiju, which was like a giant flying penguin named Peguno. And, oh my god. And then we had a whole scene where she came to their warehouse to like ask him some questions. And that's something I forgot to mention in the last video, was like, yeah, she finally knows that Sorataro, he doesn't have his memories, that he has amnesia. Because she wanted to ask a lot of questions about the kaiju and stuff. But then as soon as she heard that, she's like, oh, I'm not going to get a lot of info. But then, yeah. And then the episode started. He basically sensed Reckonus. I'm probably saying it wrong. But the giant blue kaiju that, like, could pick up rocks and stuff. Like, his first ally kaiju. He basically sensed it. And that's what started them on their journey to where they went out into the forest. And then... yeah, basically Omega started a fight, and he's kind of decided, you know what, the more I fight kaiju, the more I start to remember more things, and I might actually be able to remember what I want to do. Because that's like his main goal now, is he wants to remember what is his actual purpose. But yeah, they got a new ally with the little blue kaiju. I call him little because not only can he turn big, but he can turn into a little toy CGI guy. That was all rubbing up against Koshi's face, and he's like, oh, he likes you. But then it ends with him screaming and terrified. But, yeah. I believe this one is called Beware of the Claws. And I believe this is going to be the first time we see Omega and Reckonus combined together. And he's going to get his first form. Which I'm assuming is going to be a strong type. Because, again, if you've seen the intro to the show... the other one will give him super speed. So I'm assuming they're just following the formula of like Tiga. One's a strong type, one's a fast type. But I mean, there's probably more to it than that. Especially since he's going to get a sword and stuff. But might as well stop wasting any time and let's just get into it. Reckonus, okay. I was about to say, I was wondering what they're doing. I'm like, so they're doing some practice. Okay, cool. I like that little CGI intro for him. He looks so chubby in his like little toy form though.
改めて見てどう？懐かしい感じはするんだけど。
Okay, so he is familiar.
いろいろ試してみ
But
よ
he can't quite figure it out. Okay.
う。おで。
Yeah, I was about to say, that was a bad idea to try to say shake. This kind of reminds me of Ultraman Rube, where they were like practicing how to use their ultra powers, which I kind of liked. So I like that we get to see him practicing. Not bad, 10 minutes, that's pretty good. So it won't work with you, unfortunately. It only works with Koshi. I like the dramatic yelling. Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Is that... let me see his face. Is that the commander from Ultraman Dyna? Oh my god, it is! Oh, cool! That's awesome! They actually got the actor from Ultraman Dyna. I remember when he showed up in Orb as a character in that too. I thought that was really cool. Wow! He's gotten really old. Oh my god, but it's so good to see him!
でもやるからには 全力でやるって決めてるんで決して 手を抜いてたわけじゃないんですけど。
That's all you can do. Just
こ
give
の
it
仕
your
事
all,
には
man.
ピーンとここで住み込みの管理人をしながらそのやりたいことを探してみろって
I
の
like
は
we're
どうだ
getting this like little setup to be like, oh, so how did he come to being able to live in this warehouse?
こ
And
の
it's
仕
like,
事
oh,
をやりたいことにしろと言っ
like,
てるわけじゃ
oh
ない
yeah, it was basically like, oh hey, well, why don't you live here until you
物の見
figure
方
things
も変
out,
わ
you
っ
know?
てくるかもし
I
れ
like
な
that.
いそうか若いんだ大いに悩め
Again, it is so good to see him though. I don't know about you. I thought the captain from Dino was alright. He could be a bit silly, but he had his serious moments too, which I really liked.
昴生は釣りに行けばいいじゃん。
でもお前
俺はもう電車の乗り方だって覚えたんだ。一人で行けるし。
Don't worry, I learned how to ride the train. I could do it.
だから昴生は釣りに行って
Oh
も
boy.
大丈夫。
So this will be interesting, not having Koshi around. Like, can he actually manage to do things on his own?
それ一人で
何プリプリしてんだ？
Yeah, I was about to say, I sensed that too. I was like, why are you mad?
いいのか
I guess he
いいん
feels
です
like,
よ別に俺には
yeah.
怪獣の知識もないし言ってもどうせ話わかんないんだ
Oh, he's feeling like, oh, he thinks I'm useless. He thinks I'm useless, doesn't he? Even though it's like, well, dude, you have a kaiju, man. You can help him now.
お待たせあゆね。
Hello.
あれ今朝アップされたらしいんだけど
Oh my
取
god.
られたの起きない以上怪獣の仕業だとは断定できない
I'm surprised nobody's seen this. This thing just slashed a building. You're telling me there's not like thousands of people that would have seen this thing. I mean, I guess maybe it suggests if it's fast or something, because it's like, how else didn't they see it?
なんだろう
Uh-oh. I'm sniffing something out. Oh boy. Oh, it's a fragment from it.
ってた方がいいんだよ
I actually played Shogi. Only in the Yakuza games. Though I never play it properly. I always just use the book so I could win the matches just to get the points.
きっと動画を本物と断定後期白亜紀に生息していたテリジノサウルスと骨格に類似点が見られる
Whoa.
恐竜約7000万年前のどこかで生き残った種族
Oh, there he is. Oh. Does that... Oh, it has camouflage. Oh, so no wonder nobody saw it. Okay. I like the design of this thing. Looks really cool.
ここはサウルスってのも透明になったりしたのか？
さすがにそれは怪獣化する過程で身につけた能力なのかもっていうかあの怪獣の知識はないの
So yeah, that's interesting. This is the first kaiju he doesn't recognize.
あいつとは向き合ってくれ。
He hasn't said its name. Yeah, that's interesting. He doesn't know what that kaiju is.
王を指すことはできないこうやってサポートするやつがいないとな
Yep, I figured this was the lesson he was gonna teach him. Like, hey, you can't do it alone. Just because you think you can, you should always get support from your friends. Nice. I mean, again, he was the same like this in Orb too. And that one he worked at like a spring factory. But he still gave like helpful advice and stuff to one of the characters, which I really liked.
車借りて
Yeah, I really like the look of this thing, the way it's like leaning down and stuff. Sounds like a turkey.
これでここは俺の縄張りだ。
Ah, nice. He's like, you son of a bitch, that's my territory, don't touch it! Oh, a nice flipper.
オメガ
So yeah, that's something I actually didn't talk about yet. I wonder when he's gonna get the title Ultraman. Because yeah, they know his name's Omega now, but nobody has referred to him as Ultraman yet.
みたいなすげえパワーもないよけど
Yeah, get him! Ah, that was a cool transition.
待てそれと
Also, stop yelling his name. You're gonna give away his identity. You were the one that wanted to keep it a secret. Nice. already running out of time.
なんだ
Ah, yeah, he's telling them how to combine. Alright, here we go. I really do like the mohawk he gets when he combines with him. It looks cool. Yeah, overall, I like this armor design. It looks really cool. I like it. He's like, whoa, this is cool. Oh my. Alright, let's get to work. Nice, starting to discover powers you can do with it. Whoa. That was a cool shot of him sliding across the ground. I really like that. Gotcha. Slice him up. Later, bitch. Make sure you tell him he did a good job.
俺の方こそ
Yeah, I will admit, that whole little story bit of him being jealous, like, oh, he doesn't need me. I was like, dude, you just got yourself a kaiju. You're like gonna be such a fucking help.
なんだよそれ
But I get it. They're trying to build the character of just like, oh, without you, I couldn't have won. You know, we're friends. He's like, oh, don't get all mushy. I get what they're doing, but still, that was a bit silly. I hope he sticks around. I really would like him to be a character.
ちょっと倉庫を開
Like
ける
his
こと
just
が
landlord
多くな
trying
る
to
かもしれ
help
ない
this kid find his dreams and strive for what he wants to be. I really like him. And it's just, again, like I said, it's great to see this actor again. I really like him.
いやー
Now I'm
そ
hungry.
れにしても腹減った
Yeah, I was wondering if they were gonna do that. Alright, that was episode 4 of Omega. Overall, really good. Again, I'm just really enjoying this show. Like I said, I have a feeling most people would maybe kind of say, oh, the show's kind of just boring and a bit slow. But I mean, it's like, well, we're getting some character development with each of them, and we're also just establishing how, like, Omega and some of his stuff works. Like, again, like this, like, I like the idea that Reckonus is the one who is like, hey, I can combine with Omega, let me. And he's like, okay, do it. He had to, like, basically be commanded to pull off that form and all that. And again, that was really cool. Interesting about that kaiju, though, which, unfortunately, we didn't even get the name. Because, Sorataro didn't even know that one. I was like, huh, interesting. So that one wasn't even like one he even knew. It was just, and from what they were suggesting, seemed to be saying it was a dinosaur, and it just became a kaiju, like it got mutated or something. Again, kind of similar to like a Godzilla kind of situation, where in the original, he was a lost dinosaur that got mutated by the H-bomb. Or if you go by Shin Godzilla, basically ate a bunch of toxic waste and then, yeah. Again, I wonder if we're going to get a callback to that thing, because that's kind of a mystery now, too. It's like, wait, he doesn't even know what that one is. So it's like, where did this thing come from? Because the others, I could assume, maybe they're space kaiju. Because again, he said their names, so it's like, okay, like he knew 3 of the ones we've seen so far. So it's like, okay, so they must be like kind of space kaiju or something. Again, I wonder if like maybe there'll be a conspiracy, like maybe the government are starting to create their own creatures and it's getting out of control or something. I'm just speculating what could be happening. Like I said, the drama of the whole Koshi being all like, oh, fuck you then. I'll just leave and go fishing with Oya instead if you don't need me, Soratato, you jerk. Even though it's like, dude. Because, I mean, again, he was just trying to be nice. He was like, oh, well, I mean, she only asked for me, so why don't you go fishing, have a good time, and I'll take care of this situation. And he got all mad because he was like, oh, so I'm not needed or anything. Which, I found a bit silly. But, you know, I like the lesson where, that's his name, right? Oya, or as he calls him, Boss. I like that he taught him the lesson, like, hey, you know, I know you see yourself as, like, this big golden general who could take on everything, but you're gonna need help too. You can't just do it alone all the time, you know? And I like that. And again, like in the end there too, he's like, oh, thank you for showing up. I'm really relieved. Without you, I probably wouldn't have been able to beat him and stuff, you know? And again, it's just, like I said, it's very basic, but it's nice character development for those two. I'm finally glad I remember all the characters' names. Ayu, Koshi, and Sorato. And then, yeah, I hope the landlord, Oya, stays around. Like I said, I freaked the fuck out as soon as I saw his face. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh my god, it's the captain from Dyna. Again, like I said, the last time I ever saw that actor was in Ultraman Orb. He was like a spring factory worker. And like, yeah, it's just like, damn. So now it's like, if you want to do like him aging, you gotta like look at basically go back to Dyna, then Orb, and then Omega. And it's like, wow. I was like so shocked to see him. It's great to see him too. That is the thing I love about the Ultra series. That like, you can bring back like certain characters and either they'll play like different characters with like different names, but they have like the same attitudes. Because again, he's definitely not like what he was in Dyna. In Orb, he was more like that. Like he's like yelling at his subordinates and like supporting them and stuff. Like they very much were leaning into the whole, oh, look at that, he's just like the commander from Ultraman Dyna, but he's a spring factory worker. In this, he's very much like a different character. But again, it's still very nice to see him. And that's like what's so interesting about the multiverse that they do in Ultraman. It's like you could just bring back certain actors to be different characters. And you could be like, oh, hey. And you could say, oh, maybe in this universe, he goes by a different family name and stuff like that. Like, again, one of the closest, like in the M78 original timeline, they technically do have a Musashi. When, what was that? I think it was in one of the movie, right? Mega Monster Battle. There's like a part where the boss, he's like calling Zap HQ, and the one who answers is Musashi, and his name is actually Musashi. So it's like, oh, cool. It's like a little cameo. So it's like, if you know, you know. That's like the alternate version of that character. But yeah, like I said, I really liked the creature too, the way it like moved around and the puppet in the head. I really liked too how he saved all those people. Like I'm assuming it was just there to basically, he was just gonna eat people. But then Omega, like, smashed his hand against the wall, basically saying, this is my territory now, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? He's like, motherfucker. He just came running at him. And again, like I said, I liked all the claws. And again, Omega's new form, combining with Reckoness, looks really cool. I like the sword. I like the mohawk he gets. And again, I love the whole, like, as he's fighting, he's learning, like, different powers and stuff. And the way he, like, used the telekinesis to hold him up and then sliced him up, it kind of reminded me, it wasn't exact, but it made me think of like the original Ultraman, where he used his like telekinesis to like hold, because yeah, it wasn't moving too, right? It like held him up, froze him, and then instead of just, you know, slicing him in two like with the saw blade like Ultraman did, Omega just sliced him. He basically went like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising, just slicing him to pieces. But yeah, overall, I thought that was great. Again, I'm really enjoying this show. But again, I hope, I'd want to say maybe, if I had to guess, maybe when they're going to do big reveals, maybe around like 8 or 10. I really hope we start like unraveling a bit more mystery stuff. But again, I have a feeling we're going to get like more character episodes. Like that one was Koshi's episode, coming to terms like, hey, you can't do it alone, you got to work together. We'll get one with Ayu, and then some more on Soratato and stuff like that. I wanted to say, too, thank God that creature knows not to pop out. Like, what if he became a little CG guy in the boss saw him? He'd be like, oh my God, look at that little guy. Oh, jeez. I think he'd be cool with him. He'd be like, oh, what's up, little dude? Like I said, I liked his attitude. I hope his landlord, Aya, becomes like, again, I'm probably saying it wrong. It was spelled O-Y-A. I hope he becomes like a supporting character. I would like to see more of him. And again, it was just great to see that actor again. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. This has been CB Ultra 768. And I'll be back with some more Ultraman Omega next time. So stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.